Boilermakers Ross-Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Boilermakers will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will get the football first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into them can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays, and the running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
A little screen to the running back. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Finds his man. It's Maddox. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The give to the back. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for them.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Boilermaker!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure limit that return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab deep. Hits the crease. Inside the touchdown, Kentucky. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down on your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Good timing on the quick out. Let's take a minute and look big picture at Purdue. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Paul.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Back to pass, it's Baker. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Intercepted deep in his own end. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
Off the play fake. Gets it out quickly.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The give to the tailback. Turning it on! Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Goes to the option. Running back searching for a hole.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Boilermakers are on the move. Out of the gun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Baker. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. The throw. It's complete on the right side. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Quarterback may change this route. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Looking to fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that 1st down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Purdue! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the grab. It's Patterson. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye.
That ball is live in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Boilermaker! The defense putting points on the board.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Catch in the middle, it's Hooks. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Jet sweep trying to turn the corner. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking your quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Using the quick game. Made a defender miss. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Right on the money. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gilmore. Touchdown, Wildcats! A great catch and run for 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Baker. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He might want another play. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Branch. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the 1st half.
Dropping back, it's Baker. Caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the 2nd half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the 2nd half, this could be a much different looking football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the 1st time tonight. Gets his 1st one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Got the 1st down and more. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback. And he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Barrett. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's just a simple blitz by the middle linebacker, and he's able to win up front. He sees the gap, he's able to beat his block and get to the QB.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense.
Man, great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win first and second down, bring their dime personnel on the field third and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm. There he goes! He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
Looking to throw. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Looking for the goal line. He was angling for that pylon, and the defense stopped him short on 4th and goal. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody.
There he goes. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's loose. The 40. He's at the 20. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and managing. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Baker. Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Pulls it in. It's Gilmore. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking for space. It's Patterson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. On target to the left. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. It's in the tight end in motion. The give from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Patterson. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gilmore. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Handoff from the gun. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense.
Wide run to the right. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Might as well stick with him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time. Oh, he's got some space. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, that's why that one fell incomplete.
Finds his man. It's Gilmore. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Scanning the field, it's Lowry. The short hands, it's Maddox. Breaks the tackle. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, and you're going to have time to throw.
With the catch, it's Hooks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Hooks. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And the most important thing is the clock ticking for this defense. But you get a stop right here on 4th down, and this ball game is over. So one big stop, and you end this thing.
Got a man. It's Cook. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Well, on 4th and 2, you're sort of in that position offensively where you could run and try to get it, or you could try play action. But, David, it obviously puts the defense in a huge bind. That was a tough situation to be in.
Yeah, huge bind because you're thinking run. You're thinking run. Nice play design. Nice job by the offense. By the way, it's hard to call play action because you know a lot of bodies near the line of scrimmage, a lot of pressure coming, so you might get hit by the quarterback right when you're trying to fake the ball off to the running back. So nice job by the offense, calling the play action, executing it perfectly.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knock that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
The Boilermakers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground with the bat. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. The toss to the outside. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Trying to run, it's Joyner. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers! With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Lowry. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Joyner. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. And I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and